evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Duplex, the most historic cabaret theater in New York City. And now for the consideration of the performers, we would like to remind you to turn off your cell phones and let you know that flash photography is prohibited. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Duplex and PLP Productions are very proud to present Talent Center Stage. Please welcome to the stage Hannah Harding.
Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Oh, dum, dum. Your daddy's rich and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing, and you spread your little wings and you'll take to the sky, take to the sky. But until that morning, there's nothing that can harm you. With Daddy and Mama standing by, with Daddy and Mama standing by. Hi guys, thank you. Thank you for coming out tonight. I'm Hannah. I'm from the UK, in case you didn't realize already. I've been in New York like 2 years now, which is incredibly scary to think about. That feels like yesterday that I was back home telling all my friends, hey, I'm gonna move to New York and go to school there and be an actor, and then being like, oh, you're what? And here I am. And it's been 2 years and crazy, crazy, crazy. I just graduated from acting school this June, and now I'm in this like phase, this really daunting phase where I don't have the severe structure of school that's like draining the life out of me, and I'm like watching way too much Netflix and procrastinating my life as an actor, and it's all a little bit of a mess right now, but I'm figuring it out. The next song that I'm going to sing is a song by Sonny Burke, and it was made famous by the likes of Sarah Vaughan, Julie London and Peggy Lee, and it is called Black Coffee. I'm feeling mighty lonesome, haven't slept a wink. I walk the floor and watch the door, and in between I drink black coffee. Love's a hand-me-down brew. I'll never know a Sunday in these weekdays. I'm talking to the shadows, 1 o'clock till 4, and Lord, how slow the moments go when all I do is pour black coffee. sweet, and in between it's nicotine and not much hard to fight. Black coffee, feeling low as the ground. It's driving me crazy, this waiting for my baby come around. I posed for pictures with ivory soap. I petted stray dogs and shied clear of dope. My smile is brilliant, my glance is tender, but I'm noted most for my unspoiled gender. I've been made Miss Grindgold, though I've never touched beer, and I'm the person to whom they say, "You're sweet, my dear." The only etchings I've seen have been behind glass, and, well, the closest I've been to a bar was at ballet class. Prim and proper, the girl who's never been kissed. Well, I'm tired of being pure, so how about a little twist? Like someone that seeks its level, I wanna go to the devil, I wanna be evil, I wanna spit tax, I wanna be evil and cheat at jacks. I wanna be wicked, I wanna tell lies, I wanna be mean and throw mad pies. I wanna wake up in the morning with that dark brown taste. I wanna see some dissipation in my face. I wanna be evil, I wanna be mad, but more than that, I wanna be mad. I wanna be evil and trump an ace, just to see the look on my partner's face. I wanna be nasty, I wanna be cruel, I wanna be daring, I wanna shoot pool, and in the theater I wanna change my seat, just so I can step on everybody's feet. I wanna be evil, I wanna tell lies, I wanna sing songs like the guy who cries. I wanna be horrid, I wanna drink booze, and whatever I've got, I'm eager to lose. I wanna be even me, just as mean and evil as I can be. Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Marissa Davis.
of 7:15. Then I stretch and I shower till 1/2 and make sure I am clean. Then at 7:51 I rest till it's 7:52. Then I wait to make sure that I get to the deli on the corner by 7:58. Till then, yes sir, on time, it's her. In she comes, the deli hums, the walls fluorescently shine, and all aglow I stand just so as she steps into the line, and brusque, even rude, she orders food each day the same. And as she pays, I think of ways to ask her name. And each day, in my usual way, when I know what to say, she please, Miss Plain Toasted Bagel with a little bit of cream cheese, please. The morning ends, the night descends, I sleep, wake, shower, shave, dress, then off I race to guess which place, and oh please, possibly yes. And swiftly she blows, inside each goes, each day the same. And I forget I haven't yet quite caught her name. I stand there in the wave of her hair, feeling happy to share her breeze. Miss Plain Toasted Bagel with a little bit of cream cheese, please. The days turn into weeks, and I just stand there looking starry-eyed and slack until the day she speaks to Mr. Egg on a Roll and regular coffee, black. Well, fine, I guess. I sleep, wake, dress, and life is perfectly great. And off I go to grab some Joe. I'm at a deli by 8, and who waltzes through? Yes, you know who, with him in hand. Bagel and roll, and out they stroll right past me, and like each day in my usual way, I have nothing to say but whoa. Cause right at that moment, at the stroke of 8:04, there stands a goddess walking through the deli door, and as she orders, I imagine how I'll say hello to Miss Bran Apple Muffin, low-fat yogurt, 1 banana, and a double latte skim to go. So that song was called Deli. It's not super well known, but I picked it for a couple of reasons. First of all, I used to work at a Subway, which is like a deli for people who hate themselves, so I related in that sense. Yeah, don't ever do it. It's a terrible idea. But the other reason I chose it is because I realized there's no song in the entire musical theater canon that like best describes every interaction I ever have with a woman. It's like all of them are that. Like you could drop me in the middle of a lesbian bar and I'm going to find the one straight person who came with her best friend. Like I will. I don't mean to. Like I will find her, I will court her, I will fail. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. I accept it. You know, when I was growing up and working at Subway, I was in a teeny tiny town, and no one ever said like, "Oh, being gay is a thing." By the way, like no one mentioned that to me. So when I was 13, I started to have all of these weird crushes on girls, and I thought like, oh, something's wrong with me. Like I have a mental disorder. Like that was the first instinct that I had.
So I diagnosed myself with emotional addiction, which you can look in the manual, it's not a thing, but I promise I diagnosed myself with that. It's in an AIM conversation from like 2004. It's written down. It's written down. Yeah, and I would say, like, my friends would be like, Marissa, you totally have a crush on that actress. And I was like, no, I don't. I am emotionally addicted, and it's very serious. Like, I felt very strongly about it. But it's not a thing. And I'll sing a song by Joni Mitchell called Case of You that's kind of about emotional addiction. We'll go with that. Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as a northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar.
Sorry, I don't have any light on the piano.
Oh no! How can he see?
So sorry.
It's okay, Armando. Take two. Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as a northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar. On the back of a cartoon coaster, in the blue TV screen lights, I drew a map of Canada, oh Canada, with your face sketched on it twice. You're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling, and I would still be on my feet. I would still be on my feet. I'm a lonely painter. I live in a box of paint. I'm frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those ones that ain't afraid. I remember the time you told me, you said, love is touching souls. Surely you touched mine. Heart you pours out of me in these lines from time to time. Oh, you are in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter, bitter and so sweet. I could drink a case of you, darling. Still I'd be on my feet. I would still be on my feet. So, I guess emotional addiction. It's all wrapped up in that song. I'm very close to this. So, when I was coming up with all my material and stuff I wanted to say tonight, I was like, God, you know what's... It's fine. You're actually part of the story, so it's good that you made some noise. So I was kind of sad. I was like, I'm going to tell these stories about being young and being gay and whatever, and not knowing what that was. And I realized that in my adult life, the hardest thing is that other people don't know that I am. I know, and I'm cool, but other people don't get it. And so when I auditioned for this, I was saying to Phil, some stories, I would, tell some really fun coming out stories. And he looked at me funny, and he was like, coming out, how? And it's true. It happened. It did. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, oh, oh yeah, I forget that it's not obvious. Like, I don't, like, exude it, if you will. You know, so, and then I also realized in that moment, I was like, that's why I'm single, is because, like, everyone thinks I'm the straight girl in the bar with her best friend. Like, everyone thinks I'm her. I'm not. But all two of you? One, none. No, okay, it's fine. But anyway, I try to stay true to myself even as I'm negotiating the dating world, whatever that is. And I always think, like, if I want someone to know I'm interested in them, I will just take a subtle approach. Woo! Come on, baby, I'm tired of talking. Grab your coat and let's start walking. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, come on, come on. Don't procrastinate, don't articulate. Oh, it's getting late. You just sit and wait around. Well, next conversation, wanting a little more action, please. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction in me. No, a little more fun, a little less fun, a little more fun, a little more spark. Shut your mouth and open up your heart, and baby, satisfy me. Woo! Satisfy me, baby. Satisfy me. Satisfy me, baby. Satisfy me.
She started playing for MTV, and I said, "Oh, MTV, always use it." And I don't let her keep off.
And now, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen,
some shit like
welcome to the stage, Nurita Abramowitz.
Oh,
down, yeah. No one is gonna save this town. Too late, I already found what I was looking for. You know it wasn't you. No, it wasn't you. No, no, no. Now the world is upside down, yeah. Heading straight for the I decided to spice up the show with some rock songs, right? That are all about love, but I swear I didn't do it on purpose, so maybe I just listened to too many love songs. The last song was Falling Down by Muse, and the next song I'll be singing is The Only Exception by Paramore. When I was younger, I saw my daddy cried and cursed at the wind. He broke his own heart as I watched as he tried to reassemble it. My mama swore that she would never let herself forget. And that was the day that I promised I'd never sing of love if it does not exist. But darling, you are the only exception. And you are the only exception. And you are the only exception. And you are the only exception. Maybe I know somewhere deep in my soul that love never lasts. We've got to find other ways to make it alone. We'll keep a straight face. And I've always lived like this, keeping it comfortable distance. And up until now I had sworn to myself that I'm content with loneliness, because none of it was ever worth the risk. But you are the only exception. And you are the only exception. And you are the only exception. And you are the only exception. I've got a tight grip on reality, but I can't let go of what's in front of me here. I know you're leaving in the morning when you wake up. Leave me with some kind of proof it's not a dream. You are the only exception. 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 And 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 I
last song I'll be singing is Break In by an awesome band called Hailstorm. One of my favorites. Check it out. Okay, great. Put your lighter in the air and leave me back home. When it's all said and done, I'll follow the echo. I hear you night after night calling out my name. And I find myself running to meet you. I didn't want to escape from the bricks that I laid down. 'Cause you are the only one that sees me, trusts me and believes me. You are the only one that knows me. In the dark you show me. Yeah, it's perfectly reckless, but damn, you leave me defenseless. So break in. Break in. You let me fall apart without letting go. Then you pick up the pieces and you make me whole. I didn't want to escape from the bricks that I laid down. 'Cause you are the only one that sees me, trusts me and believes me. You are the only one that knows me. In the dark you show me. Yeah, it's perfectly reckless, but damn, you leave me defenseless. So break in and take everything I have till there is nothing left, till it's just your voice in my head. And when the lights come on, you see me as I am. You're still inside me. You are the only one that sees me, trusts me and believes me. You are the only one that knows me. In the dark you show me. Yeah, it's perfectly reckless, but damn, you leave me defenseless. So break in. Break in. Put your lighter in the air and leave me back home.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Sheila O'Neill.
Something familiar, something peculiar, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Something appealing, something appalling, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Nothing with kings, nothing with crowns. Bring on the lovers, liars and clowns. Situations, new complications. Nothing portentous or polite. a comedy tonight. Something aesthetic, something frenetic, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Nothing of gods, nothing of fate. Weighty affairs will just have to wait. Nothing that's formal, nothing that's normal. No recitations to recite. Open up the curtain, comedy tonight. Before we get started, can I ask if anyone out there has small spherical object like a baseball, a tennis ball? No, why would you? Okay, never mind. Hello everybody, my name is Sheila. What's yours? No, sorry, forget that, scratch that. I'm terrible with names anyway. But what I lack in memory, I make up for with comedy. Or, you know, I try to. I've been trying ever since I was really young. Oh, thank you. Any others? No? All right, forget about it. You know, when you're really young though, you have a different idea of what a joke is. I came up with some great ones when I was 3 years old, and you don't have to ask me. I know you want to hear them, so let me just get into character. All right. Why did the cow eat the chicken?
Why?
Because it wanted to have chicken poop. Yeah, all right, okay, no, this one's, I'm gonna need your help for this one, all right? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Pluto. Pluto Duda! I laughed at my own jokes back then. I try not to now, and that's all part of growing up. Also, you learn better knock-knock jokes. Thank you. All right. You do learn better knock-knock jokes, though. Try this one on for size. Knock-knock.
Who's there?
To.
To who?
To whom? I love all kinds of jokes, but the ones my friends seem to notice the most and talk to me about the most are the puns. Oh, we got all three. Thank you very much. Are the puns. Now, okay, sometimes they can feel a little bit like a punishment, like I've just punched you in the face, or sent you to a penitentiary, or locked you up in a tower, like Rapunzel. But I promise you all of that pain is pun intentional. I'll just do anything for attention. I learned how to play catch with myself just so I could be that little bit more entertaining. You know? Thank you. And I think it's worked out so far. I've got a stand-up show next month. I do stuff on YouTube. I even have lovely supportive friends who put up with my puns, woo in my audience, and even bring me juggling balls. But you know, it wasn't always that easy though. College is a great time to be a creative person. Middle school, less so. And my theater department at my middle school got cut just as I was getting there. And those are my people, so I didn't really know where to go. So I tried to sit with this group of girls at lunch, and I thought everything was going all right, until one day I came back from the bathroom, and all of my stuff was like 3 feet away from where they were sitting. And that is when I went to the library and stayed there until middle school kind of went away. And as I was leaving, one girl out of the group tried to comfort me. I get it, she said. I used to be the funny one too. And that's what it gets you sometimes. Outcast, disheartened. Sometimes it feels like being funny is about the worst thing you can be. There's always a joker in the pack. There's always a cardboard clown. The poor painted fool falls on her back, and everyone laughs when she's down. There's always a funny man in the game, but she's only funny by mistake. But everyone laughs at her just the same. They don't see her painted heart break. They don't care as long as there is a jester, just a fool, as foolish as she can be. There's always a joker that's a rule. But fate deals the hand, and I see the Joker is me. The Joker is me. The Joker is me. Yeah, I've had bad days. I've had lonely days. But you know what? It does get better. The trick is to stay weird and creative through the tough years. Because once you get out of high school, all of that stuff that made you a freak is the same stuff that now makes you cool and fun. Because you do weird stuff, and that means you have the interesting stories. I once drove from New York to Madison, Wisconsin in one day because I heard there was a library over there with original Sondheim manuscripts.
Yes.
And there was. And that trip to the library was not a retreat away from some middle school girls. That was a fun adventure, and I did a lot of cool stuff. It was also a trip I chose to take alone, because that's the one good thing I got out of my middle school isolation. I learned how to be alone with myself. Now, I still socialize, I have my wooing friends, but only when I really want to. Because when you don't dread being alone, that means that you only have to be with the people you choose to be with. You don't let anything stop you, and you don't let anyone tell you not to be yourself.
Yeah. Yes.
Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. Don't tell me not to fly, I've simply got to. If someone takes a spill, it's me and not you. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? I'll march my band out, I'll beat my drum, and if I'm fanned out, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't fake it, hat, sir. I guess I didn't make it, but whether I'm the rose of sheer perfection or freckle on the nose of life's complexion, the cinder or the shiny apple of its eye, I gotta try once, I gotta fly once, only can die once, right, sir? Ooh, love is juicy, juicy, and you see I've gotta have my bite, sir. Get ready for me, love, cause I'm a comer. I've simply gotta march, my heart's a drummer. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. I'm gonna live and live now. Get what I want, I know how. One roll for the whole shebang. One throw, that bell will go clang. Eye on the target and wham. One shot, one gunshot and bam. Hey, Mr. Ornstein, here I am. I'll march my band out, I'll beat my drum, and if I'm fanned out, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't fake it, hat, sir. I guess I didn't make it. Get ready for me, love, cause I'm a comer. I've simply gotta march, my heart's a drummer. Nobody, no, nobody is gonna rain on my. What is the moral? Must be a moral. Here is the moral, right? Morals tomorrow. Comedy, 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 comedy.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Kate Marshall.
what I'm given, this beautiful creation, a sweet intoxication, something pure in my life. Look at all these changes. A light now shines within me, and you'll be mine completely. There'll be no darkness left to view. I never knew this form of love existed. It deep inside of me is where it all begins. So hold me in your heart, and you'll have mine forever. And when you lay inside my arms, I'll protect you for always. Never feel alone, for I'll always be with you. The home is where the heart is meant to be. And you'll always have a home inside of me. And we will walk this road together. I'll shelter you from burden. Just lean your weight on me. Storms may bridge the distance, but you will always have a home here, right here inside my arms. There's a love waiting just for you. I never knew this form of love existed. A world away from the love that I've ever known. So hold me in your heart, and you'll have mine forever. And when you lay inside my arms, I'll protect you for always. Never feel alone, for I'll always be with you. Home is where the heart is meant to be. And you'll always have a home inside of me. No matter where the journey leads you, if your path leads to someplace new, you'll always have a home in this heart of mine. Heart of mine. So hold me in your heart, and you'll have mine forever. And when you lay inside my arms, I'll protect you for always. Never feel alone, for I'll always be with you. The home is where the heart is meant to be. And you'll always have a home inside of me. Thank you. That was Home by Scott Allen. You'll hear one more of Scott Allen's songs later. But speaking of home, this career tends to take you away from home a lot. Right, honey? So I've spent 7 months. So I've spent 7 months of the past year not at home. But you've gotten some good vacations out of it, right, babe?
True.
Yes. So I spent 5 months on the road with the national tour of Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Woo! And then, yeah, there's him.
And then I just got back from doing a lovely little show in Fort Myers, Florida called Some Enchanted Evening. Woo! She was in that one. And then it's like we practiced, guys. I'm just that good. But in that, it's a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical review. And I got to sing all the songs that I will never get to sing professionally because I'm not Asian. So it was all these songs from The King and I and all these songs from Flower Drum Song that I got to sing. And this is a jazzy little number. We've jazzed it up. From Flower Drum Song called Love. Love, Look Away. I have wished before, I will wish no more. Love, look away. Love, look away from me. Fly as you pass my door. Fly and get lost at sea. Call it a day. Love, let us say we're through. No good are you for me. No good am I for you. Wanting you so, I try too much. After you go, I cry too much. Love, look away. Lonely though I may be, leave me and set me free. Look away, look away, look away from me. Peter Pan is really having a moment, right? Like everything. Finding Neverland, the new Hugh Jackman movie. I have a friend on a 360 Peter Pan tour, but there's just something that's so magical and comforting about it. And water is also really comforting. Something very wonderful and comforting about Never Neverland and never growing up, and that is what inspired this next tune by Scott Allen, Never Neverland. She'd tell me about Captain Hook and all of his men who followed Peter with a hook replaced as his hand. In those tales, bad guys seldom did win, so the captain was eaten and Wendy had twins. Well, that's the story as I recall, though I may have made up the end. Don't remember much at 3 feet tall, except for when I'd say, Mom, let me go to Neverland, let me fly for one day. Throw that fairy dust in my hair, and I can pretend I'm flying away. I'm flying away. Well, to my surprise, I grew up too fast, and that easy life of Tinkerbell, it never did last. So I'd silently dream myself far, far away, so that I could be immortalized like Peter one day. Well, that's my childhood as I recall, though in some ways it never did end. And though I'm standing, well, a little bit taller, except for when I say,
where mermaids can sing, fairies will ring, right down there in Never, Neverland. And it's second to the left and straight on to morning. Or is it second to the right and straight on to morning? In my Never, Neverland. In my Never, Neverland.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stage. Hannah Hardin, Marissa Davis, Nurita Abramowitz, Sheila O'Neill, and Kate Marshall.
Before we all go, there are a few people that we'd like to thank. Tony of the Duplex.
Armando on lights and sound.
Bartender Allison and waiter Joe.
Phil and Drew with PLP Productions.
And of course, all of you guys for coming, the audience. We couldn't have done this without you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we trust you enjoyed tonight's performance. After you pay your checks, we invite you to bring your drinks to the outside bar, where the cast will be waiting for you. Have a good night.